Hello, it is Friday. I've got a dirty screen. Is that better? Hopefully, no. It's Friday, and I have come to the Christchurch store so I can show you around and see what's changed. And then we can go over our Christmassy bits as well for you today. So, this is our Christchurch store. We are located in Dorset on Barrack Road in Christchurch, really busy area, beautiful little town. So, if you're ever in the area, do come and visit us. We'd love to meet you. And this is the store. We've just recently given it a bit of a makeover. We've moved a few things around, so I just wanted to show you around the store so you could see what we're doing. So let's have a look. Hopefully I'm not going to drop you. Okay, so here we go. The lovely Shirley is in today. There she is, Shirley. I'll take you outside so you can see the front of the store. It's going to be a bit backwards, but you'll see it. So, nurturing by nature on the Barrack Road. This is the road, a busy road. I'm sure you're very familiar with it. We've got our little Christmassy snowman outside. You can't miss him. He's waving away at people as they drive along, hopefully cheer people up. And we've done the door so it matches the top as well. So the door painted to match the rest of the signs, which is really nice. So as you walk in, come in through the doors, and we put down some nice greenery, nice and welcoming. And this is all changed here. So when we had it before, first of all, you came in and you were met by a counter. Now you're met with lots of lovely treats and things that you can choose from rather than the counter. And we've moved the counter just around here, and we've sorted the floor out as well. So we've got the counter and these scales. Those are the scales there. You can bring your dogs in, and all of our stores have got scales, and you're allowed to use them for free. So come along and use our scales, and then you can keep an eye and a weight check your dog. And we can also record that on the website because it's got a system on there. You put your pet's details on our website, and then you can record your pet's weight, and it will chart it for you as well. So if you enter it over time, you'll get a nice chart, a nice graph. So there's our little sales counter. It's not quite finished. We're going to relabel it and make it the front of it look a bit prettier. But the other one was peeling off, so we took it off. Christmassy tree, looking very festive there. Like I say, we've got our nice little snowman outside as well. And then we've got a few lovely treats. So online, you will find all of these treats as well. But we've got some rabbit ears, we've got beef lung cubes, we've got your pig's noses, dried meat, stinky sticks, buffalo ears, cow ears, hairy cow ears, cow hooves. So lots of these are really popular because they're all natural. So all the treats that we do are completely natural. I'll show you some of them. I'll stick you here a second. Bear with me. These are the stinky sticks. Whose dog is aware of these, or who's like these? Because these are really popular. These are actually dried tripe, and they're really hard. So they're a great alternative to something like a dental chew, because there's lots of texture and ridges on there. And those stinky sticks, they're the tripe sticks. They're great for cleaning your dog's teeth without using those sticky, gummy dental sticks that you can get in the supermarkets and other pet shops. So these are brilliant. All right, they smell. We call them stinky sticks for a reason, but they are excellent for helping to clean your dog's teeth. Another treat, which is really good for that, are these snouts. These are the pig's noses. Not everyone's cup of tea. I don't know if you look at that and think, oh, no, I can't feed that. This is just a puffed pig snout. It's completely dried out, and they puff it in the oven. You know when you heat up, like the crackling in the oven and it puffs up? That's what happens with this. And they're white because there's no blood running through them anymore, and flesh is pale. So they're not bleached, and they're not fried. So they're puffed in an oven, and they are the whole of the nose. They take that off. They're a great treat for cleaning dogs' teeth. They love them. Most of the dogs really like them. They're quite hard. So here, this is quite spongy on this side, and these really help to scrape any plaque and tartar off of their teeth. If you're looking for a treat that's not smelly, not too greasy, you could have in the home, this is actually a really good option if you can get over the fact that it's a pig snout. Little and large in the way of ears. These are the buffalo ears. These are the cow ears. You get 3 in a pack or 5. Again, this nice hard piece on here is lovely for them to help clean their teeth. So this is probably better for a bigger dog or one that you want to last a bit longer. And then the cow ears have a little bit of that on there, but not all of them. They're more flat. They've been cut. That piece has mostly been cut off. But these are good to have in the home. So if you're looking for a Christmas treat for a friend's dog, these are a great idea because they're not really very smelly. They're quite clean. You can have them indoors. And if you want to, they can these bigger ones, you can even stuff them with some food and put some meat in there. So those are a great option for having at home. And they are actually also good for helping clean their teeth. They're just the ear. They haven't been treated anyway, apart from they've been dried and cooked, basically. There's no bone on there, so you don't need to worry about that. You've got a bit of cartilage at the bottom. And it's a bit like the old-fashioned sort of rawhide chewing away. It's just skin, so you don't have to worry about that. And you have got the cow ears. They're available as hairy ears as well, so they're pretty popular. I'll show you those quickly. Some of these are absolutely massive. These are the hairy cow ears. So the benefits of feeding a treat with hair attached to it is that the hair comes through and it sort of brushes through in the system and helps to pull out any parasites or things that are in there that you don't want in there. And it will make their poo hairy. That's just how it is. These are the hairy cow ears. You get 3 in a pack. And again, you'll find them online or in our stores. And look at the size of them. That's really quite a big chew. Your dog will really like that. A bit smellier, a bit more natural because the hair's not been removed, but they are really nice for them at home or maybe in a crate, or you can even give that outside in the garden potentially. Nice natural treats. So all of our treats are completely natural. Generally, they're single protein. Like these ones here, you can exactly see what you're getting. They're not highly processed, so you can see that you're just getting things like the treats. I'll move out your way, Shirley. Just going to put you very carefully on one of the freezers. So you can see we've got loads of freezers in this store. They're the nice chest freezers, so you can see exactly what you've got in front of you. Alongside the natural treats, we've got lots of meals and lots of exciting things for you. So you've got things like this here, which is the goat's milk. Goat's milk is not raw. The rules are, if you are selling goat's milk, it has to be treated. You're not allowed to sell raw milk unless you produce it yourself. So this is the next best thing. It's lightly pasteurized. And this goat's milk comes in 1 litre. And you can defrost it in the fridge, put it into ice cubes, refreeze them, so that will make it last a bit longer. That's a really good idea. Goat's milk, and they've got about 6 months shelf life with those because it is more natural. There is fat in there. And the reason why we use goat's milk is the fat particles are a lot smaller and dogs find it a lot easier to digest. Cow's milk is not good for them, but goat's milk they can deal with and they can have. And if you've got a dog that's not so keen on drinking, and you want them to drink more, giving them something like the goat's milk is a really good idea. Here's something that's popular. Does anybody know what these are? So you saw a dried version of it earlier. This is our raw tripe chunks. These come in a kilo bag, and we cut them up for you for convenience, so you can take out a cube at a time. Green tripe is really good for your dogs. Yes, it does smell. However, it's got loads of good bacteria in there for your pets to enjoy, and they do really like it. You can get it in a mince form as well, but this is chunks. It's quite a rubbery texture, so they have to work to eat it, so that's good unless you've got a gulper and they'll just swallow it. You can defrost that and mix it in with some of their minces, and that will make the bone content potentially, if you're having something like the chicken carcasses, you can have this with it, and you're going to bring the bone content of your meal down because there's no bone in tripe. It's not really classed as an offal because the tripe is the lining of the stomach, or it's actually the stomach. And then when we get this in raw, it's got little particles in there and sometimes bits of grass. So we lightly wash it and then it's frozen. So it's not completely taken out of the goodness, and it's not cooked as well. So when they refer to it as green tripe, it means it hasn't been processed and it hasn't been heat treated. It's completely raw as it is. It's just been washed. So we wash it, we freeze it, and then we cube it for you. And you get it in these 1 kilo chunks, or you can buy it in 400-gram packets from Nature's Menu. We have got our own minces, but they do sell incredibly quickly. And that's the same product. The quality of that's the same product that we put with the chicken. So if you're looking at the chicken and tripe, which is on its way back to us, it's in production for the next couple of weeks. We will have some more of the tripe for you with the mix with the chicken if you don't want the big chunks of tripe, because not everybody likes that. Sometimes they find it a bit offensive, a bit too smelly. But I promise you, green tripe is really, really good for your dog, and it's an excellent way to add extra sort of good bacteria into the system to help them digest their food. So we do have lots of single protein mixes here as well. I'm going to show you some of these now, and you should be able to find them online. So I've come in store today so you can see what we have offering in store. So we've got 100% beef. We've got the Nature's Menu beef. This one's a bit different, and you can see the difference in our mince. The quality of it is exceptional. So this here, which you won't find on the website because we've got a limited availability of these. This is the 100% partridge. You get 500 grams in a tray, and those are whole birds that have had their feathers removed and their guts taken out, and then we mince the whole bird. So you've got a good ratio of meat to bone in here. It looks really good. I know it's frozen. You can get a good idea of what it looks like. That's the minced partridge. That has got bone in because we're mincing the whole of the bird. There's lots of meat in there as well. Cats will probably really enjoy that one. I know they like the pheasant, so the partridge is a good option for them. It's like a smaller bird. It sounds quite fancy, doesn't it? That would make a really nice Christmas dinner, wouldn't it? The minced partridge in the pear tree. We've got 100% venison here. Can you see the quality of the mince? Look at the meat and the fat on there. There's not a lot of fat in there. It's really quite lean. Okay, and that's 500 grams again. So the venison is a bone-free mince. You can't put any bone in with this. And the reason why all of these game products are separate is because due to the license, you're not allowed to mix. So unless it's a farm product, which none of these are wild. Unless it's a farm product, you can only mix farm products together. So this is wild venison. This is wild partridge. Obviously, you can take it home and mix it together, but part of our license is that we're not allowed to do that, because if we do, you're bringing in wild animals and you're mixing them with other meats, you need to be able to keep them separate. So that's the current rules at the moment. They'll probably change, but at the moment, you have to keep your wild products separate. But the best thing is with that is that you can control it. So you can take these home, and you can even portion this up into 8 pieces and mix it in with the chicken if you want to. It's a little bit of a faff, but we're not allowed to do it, but you can. So that is an option if you like your dog to have the chicken and venison. This is another bone-free mince that we've got in store and online. This is 500 grams of minced beef, and there's no bone in this. So this is a mixture. It's got beef meat in it, ox heart, liver, and I think it's got some tripe in as well. So it's a great mix, and your dog will love it. You can see the quality again of that mince. It's amazing quality. and it looks really nice in these trays. And you can defrost it in this tray in the fridge on a plate and it won't leak. So that's quite a nice option. So these trays are the 100% ones. They look really lovely. So we've got partridge, venison, and we've got some beef. If your dog is a fish fan, we've got 100% minced trout for you. So if it's sold out online, it doesn't mean it's always sold out in store. And stock moves really quickly with us because we're making it all the time. So this 100% minced trout is another 500-gram tray. Sometimes people don't like to feed the whole fish, so we give you the option of it minced. And this is the whole fish that has been minced. So there is a small amount of bone in here, but the fish bones are a lot finer and they're a lot more friable and they're a lot easier to digest than the bigger bones. So really, that's just meat generally. There's a bit of bone, but it doesn't really count because it's so fine. You've got a cat. This might be something your cat might like. And again, you can take these single portions. If you're looking for chicken-free, you've got all of these options that you can mix together. So that's trout. And then, like I said earlier, another version of the tripe. So 500 grams of minced tripe. Looks amazing. Maybe slightly easier for you to deal with potentially if you don't want to take the cubes out. You've got the minces. So this again is the green tripe. There's no bone in here, and it's just 100% minced tripe. So you know exactly what you're getting. And this is British tripe. We collect it, and it comes into us, and we check it all. You can see the quality of it is beautiful, really good quality. The mixed colours of the different parts of the stomach. Black and white cows or different coloured cows have different stomachs. So it might vary in colour, but it's still green. It's not white. It's green. It's not been cooked. So you've got another one, I think, here. Pheasant. Cats love this. This is the pheasant. So I showed you the partridge before, and this is pheasant. Partridge and pheasant. Slightly darker meat, slightly bigger bird. So this is the whole pheasant again. So this isn't just the carcasses or the frames or the necks or the legs. This is the whole bird. They've been plucked, they've been gutted, and then we've minced them. So they're the whole bird. So you know you're getting a whole meal there. So you've got a good ratio of bone to meat. You can even mix this again with your chicken if you want to. And you can see the colour of the product. Really good quality. So all of these are 100%, not including any chicken. So a lot of people ask, have we got anything without chicken? Yes, we have. We've got loads of things without chicken. We also buy in some of the Nature's Menu products. So you've got a bit of tripe from them and some of their beef. But honestly, I'll show you a comparison of the mix. See if you can see the colour difference. It's massive. And I just know the quality of what we put in ours is exceptional. That's what I would choose to feed. This is Nature's Menu beef. Compare that to the colour of our beef. I don't know why this is so pale, but it is. Look at the difference in colour. So you can see the difference there. So amazing quality, but you have got the option of having this one as well. There isn't chicken in there. It's not made pale by that. It is 100% beef and it is bone free, so that might be a factor. And then also here, you can put these away so they don't sit out. So venison, beef. Oh, there's some salmon down here. We've got some minced partridge over that way. We've got the lovely trout. We've got some whitefish coming in next week. So those of you waiting for the whitefish should have it by next weekend. Some small amounts anyway. So that's the beef tripe, and that is pheasant. And we've also got lots of small portions. So some of you gave us some feedback. They don't want the 500-gram blocks, but the normal ones that we do. So we've given you another option. You've got the smaller 200-gram portions as well. Now, a lot of these have got a bit of chicken mixed in with them, so they're the mixes. So this one here, for example, that's chicken and beef, and that one is chicken and chicken heart. But you can see the chunks of the meat in there as well alongside the chicken. So those are the 200-gram portions, and they're on the website in minces. and you'll find them on the it'll be marked as 400 because they're small. We like to send out 2 packets at least together, and they'll stay together and stay nice and cool. So that's why you get 400 to get 2 at a time. So to show you what else we've got in some of the other freezers. So moving on here, we've got the larger portions of chicken and the mixes as well. We've got chicken and oily fish, chicken and beef, chicken and trout, chicken and white fish in store. So some of these mixes have already sold out on the website. This is why it's really good for you to see what we've got in store as well, especially if you're local. Come and visit the stores. Our stores are open 7 days a week apart from Upton. So this store here is open on a Sunday as well, which is so handy. And what's great about it is we've got parking. So you can park out the back or at the side and come and do your shopping. And you don't have far to carry your food, and you don't have to wait for it to be delivered. So we've got chicken and beef, chicken and oily, trout, white fish. I've got some beef chunks here from Nature's Menu, and these also. So one of the things that's really good to add into a raw diet is oily fish and small fish, like these sprats, are probably some of the best that you can add into your pet's diet. Now you buy them in a kilo like this, or you can buy them mixed in with the chicken. But these oily fish are amazing because they're full of omega-3. They're really good. They're a really good food source in the sea. So you know that they'll be good for your pet. This is one of the things lots of the fish eat because they're smaller. They're good, absolutely great, full of excellent vitamins, oils, and they're natural. So they're a great source of natural fish oils. So you've even got pressed oil here. You've got whole little fish. And what's so handy about these 1 kilo bags, although you have to have a kilo at a time, can you see, even though they're frozen, they're not stuck together. So they are called IQF, which is individually quick frozen. That's what that stands for. But these sprats are an excellent addition to any pet that's eating a raw diet. You could give them every day if you wanted to. Add like a couple of them in with their food if you wanted to mix up their bowl. Feed once or twice a week. I definitely would recommend this. It should be a staple in your freezer for your pet's food. These sprats, or if they're mixed in with a mince, they should be a staple. I won't show you the chips because I'm sure you can work out what they are, but that is one of the things that the cats like to eat. We have the day-old chicks. They are the little tiny yellow fluffy chicks. They're all males. They're part of a byproduct of the egg industry, and we have them and sell them in packs of 5. You can get them on the website. You can get them in stores. Some dogs really love them too. So you could look to feed that alongside as an extra bit of something for your pet. One of the great things about the chick, because it's whole, you've got the whole animal in there, so you can feed that as a whole meal, and cats love them. So Fudge absolutely loves them. The only thing he doesn't eat are the feet, and he also it's basically the feet that he doesn't eat. Sometimes spits out the gizzard as well. That might be because it's a bit bitter. So other mixes I've got in store here, we've got chicken and lamb heart. So we've sold out of lamb hearts online already, but we have got it in a mix with chicken. And again, look at the pieces of the actual meat within the packets. And this is one of our 500 gram packets of food, which you can, obviously, we've got some tubs you can defrost these in, but they're all sealed. So the best way to deal with this when you get it home, when you're going to feed it, keep it in the freezer until you're going to feed it, say like the next day, and then open it up and put it into another container. Because if you defrost it in here, it's fine, but you end up with bits of chicken and bits of the food stuck on the packet. So if you take it out of this and put it into like a Tupperware container, I'll show you one later. If you put it into one of those containers, you don't lose any of it at all, and you haven't got drippy bits of plastic in your bin, or even have to wash them out. These are quite handy. These are the chicken liver tubs. You get a small tub of chicken livers. There's about 250 grams in a pot. You can do all sorts of things with these. What's great about them is that they're in a small pot because you don't want too much liver in one go. So you can defrost this. If you don't want to use it all in one go and then a couple of days, you could freeze it back out on something like a baking tray back in the freezer. Then you can separate the pieces up that could be a handy way of adding the liver into your food. But these are 250 gram tubs of the liver. They're nicely sealed and they've got a label on top. We've got some duck necks and we've got turkey necks in here as well. Mixes down here. We've got chicken and beef tripe, chicken and chicken liver. So if you didn't want the livers in the pots, you can do the liver with the mix. And livers are and there's lamb liver here as well. Liver's amazing for your pets. So it's another thing you should really consider adding into your dog's diet on a weekly basis if you can. Either use the mixes with the liver in or use the livers as they are, or you can even use dried liver as a treat. That also works. It's an excellent thing to add into their food. I have done a video about it being one of the superfoods you should think about adding into your pet's diet. So I've got more tripe chunks here. And we've got some goat bones, we've got some marrow bones. These are amazing. Medium, I think those. Medium marrow bones, you get 2 in a pack. This would be a good thing to think about for Christmas Day. Keeps them quiet, keeps them entertained when you're opening your presents potentially. Nice marrow bone, they can have it in their crate, on a towel in the kitchen, or outside. Then you minimise any mess, but some people don't mind and they'll have it in the house, so it's up to you, whatever suits your circumstances. Marrow bones are amazing. Once they've eaten all the marrow out of it as well, you can restuff these, and we do that all the time. Restuff it with chicken mince, refreeze it, and then they've got another fun meal in a bone. You just don't want to leave your dog to gnaw on this because it's a heavy, weight-bearing bone, so you need to give them something to do whilst they've got it. So they eat the meat off, or they eat the filling out of it. We've also got these back again. These are handy little chicken chunks. So those of you who've got little cats, little dogs and smaller animals, they just want to try it. These chicken chunks are a great way to introduce the raw food into your pet's diet. These do defrost very quickly as well. So at the moment they are in the stores. You see how you go with them. So this is a new one that we brought out the last couple of weeks. And they look really nice. And they're in these trays again. 300 grams in there. So you can take a couple of chunks out at a time. So they're quite handy as well, because if you were starting off on the raw diet and you've got a really tiny dog, one of those big packets, you could end up defrosting it and losing some of it. This is an amazing way of feeding a raw diet initially. So that's the chicken chunks. And earlier we were talking about the fish. We've got whole trout here. There's a whole trout in there. You can't quite see. I'll hold it back a bit. You can work it out the heads here and tail is flipped around. What a great meal a nice fish like that is. These are local as well. We get these locally from a local fish farm. They don't have very far to travel to get to us at all. The reason we end up with these is they're not quite perfect to go up to market. So there might be a slightly damaged fin or a spot on the side of the fish. Nothing wrong with it. They've been gutted. Your dog can have this and they'll really enjoy it. They probably eat the head first. Like you see the bears doing, they eat the head first and they eat the rest of it. But not much will be wasted. They do enjoy these as well. That's something that's a bit of an alternative. You don't have to cook it, obviously. You'd feed it raw. Here we've got some of our lovely lamb ribs. And we've got a new product that I mentioned on the email this week. You can get a bulk buy of these on the subscription site. So I think we've got, off the top of my head, there's 20 in a box. So you can get 20 in one go. You can get that through the subscription site. You can see here that's the bone and that's the meat. So when you're buying bones, buy them like this where they've got meat and fat on them, not ones that have been cut away. Everyone's favourite. You know what that one is? That's a chicken carcass. These are great because you can stuff them. And we do have stuffed ones as well, but they go really quickly. But this is chicken carcass. It's the frame of the chicken. It's got some meat on there. There's skin on there. There's fat on there. And it's cartilage. The bone content is really low because the birds are very young and it's not completely ossified yet. So although there is bone on here, it's quite easy for them to eat and digest. So chicken carcasses are fantastic. Again, we haven't got these online because we've sold out. However, look, we've got lamb necks and lamb hearts in our stores. So if you're looking for something like this in your local, come and see us this weekend. Lamb necks, great chew there, really meaty, absolutely delicious for your dog. Or the lamb hearts, these are whole and they're individually packed because the trees used to stick together. So we do them individually now. That's quite a good size. Chop that up, add that in with the food. You can add that in to put less bone content into a meal, or you can balance it out, so bony meal in the morning and then a meal without so much bone later on. So you would add that in. I'd always cut these up because they're kind of spherical. They might get stuck, although your dog should chew them. A lamb heart wouldn't just fall out of a lamb, they would find it. So bear that in mind. Chop it up before you feed it. Right, there's loads more in store that I haven't shown you today. I just wanted to give you a good idea of what is found in store when you come in and see us. So we've got a few Christmas toys left. They've gone really, really well. We've got a few left, and there's a few left on the website, but that's it. Once they're gone, they're gone. We can't get any more. Just to give you some context on that, I have to order by the 12th of January for next Christmas's Kong toys. So if I want those, I have to get the order in by the 12th of January. We haven't even got Christmas out of the way here, and they're already sent the orders through. So that's why we don't have a huge amount of stock of the Christmas. We have to order it so far in advance. So we've ordered what we've got. Some of it was given away. So we had the lovely toys that went with the £65 orders. The majority of those have gone now, I think. But we have also got the treats. So that's running for a few more days yet. So you can order online. So if you don't happen to be local and you want to come in, you can't come in, order on the website. If you spend over £65, you get free delivery anyway. But you also get a free treat from us. So if we haven't got any of the toys left, you've got the seaweed pots. So you get these small pots of seaweed, and we've got the larger ones. So you just put in the comments what you'd like. If you put a toy and we haven't got them, we'll send you a seaweed anyway, so you shouldn't miss out. So that's it really today. We are open obviously all weekend. This is our Christchurch store. We've also got them across Dorset. So we've got one at Westmoors, which is near to Ferndown Ringwood area. We've got one at Pamp Hill, which is based at above Wimborne. Lovely up there. It's nice and Christmassy. We've also got the Christmassy winter wonderland scene that you can use to take pictures of your dog in. So there's those two. And we've got Upton as well, which is attached to our production unit, attached to the factory. And that one is open on Saturday only, but we have changed it to open from 9. So that one's open 9 till 1 on Saturday, and that's tomorrow. So all the other shops though, we've got Christchurch, we've got Westmoors, and we've got Pamp Hill. They're all open Saturday and Sunday, so you can come and see us all weekend, and you can pick up some of these lovely goodies that we've been over today. Thank you very much for joining me. Have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you soon.